everyone, welcome back to Sports Khabri. This a big sort of thing that happened in during this India England T20 series. India, of course, won the series quite comfortably in the end, but much of the talking has been around the fourth T20, which England, if they did win that, would have gone on to draw level in the series. They would have been 2-all going into that final T20I, but that wasn't the case. There's a large part of that argument that is being made is that the concussion sub in that game was sort of unfair because it wasn't a like for like replacement. It was Shivam Dubey who was concussed during his batting innings, and he went on to bat his entire innings. Just want to make that clear that he did play the entire innings. He did get out, and that's how he stepped out. It's not like he got hit and then he stepped out. It was at the innings break that the call was taken to make a concussion sub, and Harshit Rana came in as the concussion sub. Went on to bowl 4 overs, played kind of a crucial part. He picked up 3 wickets, gave away 33 runs. I would say that is quite a crucial part, actually. So that's the story. And I'm not surprised to see that this is the case where there are, like protests from the England camp. Not protests per se, but they've hinted the fact that it was probably an unfair call. And many people have said that now that it probably was unfair. Um, but just to make things very clear, it's not in the hands of India to sort of they're like, oh no, this player only will take as a concussion sub. It eventually goes to the match referee. The match referee decides whether or not like a concussion sub is allowed. Like before I read out the wording of the clause, right? The rule itself. Rishi, like just generally, did you think like that was okay?
I mean, it's kind of here or there, no? Like, I mean, it's one of those rules where it went in our favor, so I'm like, fair enough. Like, we didn't break any rule. Like you said, we only bent the rule as per. I don't think we bent the rule. Like, we clearly presented it to the match referee. The match referee didn't have any problem, which means we are clearly abiding by the law. And it's just, I feel it's one of those things where if it went against me, I'd clearly be upset because let's be real, like Shivam Dubey is not coming in and bowling 4 overs at Harshit Rana's pace and discipline and picking up 3 wickets. Like he might have bowled well, but he's not doing as well as Harshit Rana. And like it's one of those cases where okay, like you bowl a bouncer, it hit the head, and then he went. It's not like he got subbed out immediately either. He went on to bat as well. So I feel that's where the English players are a little bit concerned. I mean, or a little bit upset because had another batsman come in and contributed, say, a couple of runs or like 10, 15 runs, I think they would have been okay with it. Like because fair enough, like a batsman gets hit on the head, you bring in someone and okay, but here, that's not the case. He went on to bat, complete the quota, get out, and then didn't come back into the field for the second innings. And then that's where I think they have the issue. And I don't think they're wrong in feeling like unfairly done. Like I said, if I were in the wrong, like if I were in the receiving end, I too would be upset. But it's just one of those like gray areas in the law book that we just took advantage of. Like I think, but to be honest, I think this needs some correcting. I don't think this should be allowed for much longer.
Okay, it's a very interesting rule, okay, because I think the wording of the clause itself is very problematic. So it says should ordinarily approve a concussion replacement request if the replacement is for like player whose inclusion will not excessively advantage his team for the remainder of the match. It says like for like on one hand, and then it says excessively advantage, right, on the other hand. So you can almost twist it in whichever way you want. In like the match referee could say that he didn't had an excessive advantage, while there was an advantage, clear advantage, that you're bringing in a full bowler instead of for an all-rounder. His argument could be that there was no excessive advantage because Dubey would bowl anyways. So I think it's so interesting, like just because of the way it's worded. I mean, I'll give my take on it again, like after you guys are done. Adi, what did you make of it? Like, do you think it was an excessive advantage to bring in uh Harshid Rana for Dubey?
I mean,
As
it
it turned
clearly
out,
is.
apparently it was. Yeah.
It clearly is, bro. Let's not get it twisted. If it happened to India, everyone would sit and cry about it. So yeah, I mean, Indians always keep saying, like it's so sad everyone cheats against us, but when we are at the other end of it, it's like I think we've twisted the rules. It's okay like that. It's not. It's very
No,
black
but
and white.
we
It's very
didn't
clear.
twist the rules. That's what I'm saying. Like,
We
it's not
did.
up
You
to.
let the batsman finish his entire innings of
No,
batting,
but
and
it's
then
not up
suddenly
to
you say it's a
India.
concussion
The
club.
match referee can say no. Like, it's not our fault that
Rahul,
we.
who is a match referee?
See, Adi, that's the thing. No,
That
the
is not
like
India. No, it's
we
not
didn't
Team
break.
India.
Like if we were to take it to any like any court or any place where they check the validity of the law, I don't think it would hold. We didn't break anything per se. No, we just maintained. We just exploited. Like I don't even think we can say exploit. We just used whatever laws were allowed. We didn't even break or violate or anything. Like if the laws are
Rishi.
written badly, it's
Rishi.
not
The
our
point
established
is, the
mistake.
point is, he's done with his batting. He can go sit, and there's always something called an extra fielder who comes and fields. Now, using a
Correct.
concussion sub to your advantage in the sense of okay, now we're just getting another bowler because at the end of the day, Dubey is a batsman. You can have got another batsman in just for
Dubey is
fielding.
an
How
all-rounder,
you
not.
sure? Tell me how many overs he's bowled for India till now, Rahul. Like, tell
No,
me,
but I'm just saying, like, if
dude. You
Dubey is an
doesn't
See,
all-rounder.
make
Even
sense.
if you ask me
at best,
before
he's
this game,
bowling
I would
one
say
over
Dubey is an
for us.
all-rounder.
At best, he's
Sorry.
not
I
going
would
to
say
bowl. He's not going to bowl more than one over for us.
I
Exactly, but
agree. I am
you
saying
can
Dubey is a
have
batting
Abhishek Sharma
all-rounder.
ball in over for
I
as
think
a
Max he'll
part
bowl.
timer. Anyone can ball. Like that's not the point. The point is he a batsman or a bowler? He is a batsman. You look at the World Cup also, he barely bowled. You look at IPL. I think there's something where he only bowled 1 or 2 overs in the IPL also. So he's not really a full time bowler, and that's the whole point. You're getting a full time bowler for a part-time bowler. That doesn't make sense. At the end of the day, the whole point of a concussion sub is if he's a batsman, you get a batsman in. Now you take out a batsman and get a bowler in. It's two different things. If you want to use the concussion sub, go back to how Australia used it in the Ashes. Steve Smith got out, then Labuschagne comes in. They didn't go and get another bowler in for Steve Smith. They need it's a like for like replacement, and it's clearly the fact is we've taken advantage of something. No, we've actually twisted it and taken advantage. The fact is you have to taken like for like replacement. We all know, everybody in the
No,
world
but
knows
that's
that
what I'm
Ashit Rana
saying.
is not a like to like replacement for
But
Shubham Dubey.
no,
Take in the
yeah.
context of him
Uh,
finishing his batting innings fully. It's not like he immediately left the pitch. He completed his batting innings, he got run out, and then he left the pitch. And then you get in a bowler for it. It's two different things. It's not the same thing as saying, he immediately left because of concussion. Because if it's a concussion, you're immediately leaving, bro. You can't sit there and play another 4, 5, 6, whatever balls. Like you just can't. It's a
No,
concussion, right?
apparently, so concussion can have like I'm not saying what we did is fair, but apparently this is the thing with concussion that the effects can be shown after a while also. Like you can play for like another 10-15 minutes and then something can go wrong, is
Yeah,
what
but the
concussion.
point is you can't just use the concussion sub saying, he's finished his batting, he's gotten out. Now we need to use a concussion sub. That's my whole point. If you're taking the fact of it's an head injury, why don't you do it immediately? You don't even if the concussion symptoms come immediately, like you end up asking, there are certain tests. I'm not medically an expert, but like I know for a fact that you can assess it immediately. Even if not, if you don't want to take risk of a player, don't take the risk. Like take him out. And the point is not about the concussion sub. The point is who they got in for the concussion sub, right? That's the issue. The issue is not about having a concussion sub. Even if it's after your batting innings and you can't do, fair enough. Like nobody is telling you have to go field. Like it's not a thing. But the point is you can't get in a pure bowler for a technically pure batsman. That's what's happened, and it's as simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I see. First thing, I don't think Shivam Dubey is a pure batter. I don't think he's a batter. He's a batting all rounder according to me. He's bowled 50 overs in T20 cricket almost in like I don't internationally this is. I don't think he qualifies as a pure batter. A pure batter is, for example, right now today's world, it would be like somebody like a Sanju
Rinku
Samson
Singh.
or a Rinku Singh, guys who don't bowl at all. Now Shivam Dubey, I know will he I'm not saying he would have bowled. I'm not even saying he would have bowled 1 over, but I'm saying the option of bowling Shivam Dubey will always be there because he's a batting all rounder. He might have bowled 1 over, he might have bowled 2 overs, he might not have bowled at all. So my whole thing is, I think he's a batting all rounder. The law says like for like replacement. Now I don't know if the like for like replacement means all rounder for all rounder or what is the funda. But the wording is so weird that if you're saying if they're saying like for like replacement, excessively advantage his team for the remainder of now that also is problematic because excessive advantage itself is subjective. What is excessive advantage? Bro, it can be for me, excessive advantage in cricket is the highest degree of advantage, right? if the highest degree of advantage for me would be like what Adi said, when you drop a pure batter, you get a pure bowler, and that would be like excessive advantage. What would not be excessive advantage would probably be like what happened now, where you had a guy who could bowl a couple of overs, and you got in a pure bowler who can bowl 3 4 overs. But the problem I'm having again with this is it's not like for like. So it's a very weird worded law, and it's
See,
so
Rahul,
many like layers to it. I have real. I just think the law itself is worded very poorly.
I'll put it this way, like
Hmm.
Adi, like I'll like give the scenario, like if Harshit Rana hadn't played and say Shivam Dube were to come, like he was to come back and like contribute on the field. So Arshdeep Singh bowls, Hardik Pandya bowls, Varun Chakravarti bowls, Akshar Patel bowls, and Ravi Bishnoi bowls. So these are the standard one, two, three, four, five bowlers who are going to like bowl 20 overs. Now, if you want an extra bowler, you have Shivam Dube, you have Abhishek Sharma. Okay, that's your extra contribution. In this, Arshdeep Singh got hit for almost 10 and over. Hardik Pandya bowled 1 over where he got hit for 11 and over. So Varun Chakravarti, Akshar Patel, and Ravi Bishnoi, all of them went for 7 or above. Now that's
Hmm.
decent. Don't get me wrong, that's decent. That's good. Like, and Ravi Bishnoi ended up picking up 3 wickets. Varun Chakravarti two. But the fact that they had Harshit Rana, a pure pacer, you can't tell me that is not gaining an excessive advantage over someone like Shivam Dube, who like if he's coming in and bowling 1 or 2 overs, given the context of the game, I don't think he's doing any worse than say Arshdeep Singh or I mean any better than Arshdeep Singh or Hardik Pandya. He's going to get pretty much clobbered the same or if not worse. So do you not think this is a significant advantage that we got?
I'm
Like for
not
me,
saying
I
it's not. I think it is an advantage for sure. Like that is,
like
I'm not even
excessive. I
denying.
like I think this is a proper excessive, like this is an excessive advantage that comes under
Then what
the
would you call a bowler replacing a batter? A pure bowler replacing a pure batter? What would you call that?
that is also an excessive advantage. But Rahul, this is also clear cut example there. Shivam Dube scored what 50 of 30, and then
No,
Rahul,
Harshit
yeah,
Rana.
I
can
agree.
I
I'm
put
not
one?
saying that.
Can I
I'm
put
not.
one stat out for Dube? In the
Yeah,
past, I don't think he's a bowling all rounder. I'll just give you a simple fact. 2023 IPL and 2024 IPL, 2 seasons of full IPL. He's played 16 games and 14 games. In 2 seasons, he's only bowled 1 over. He's only bowled 1 over. I don't think that's an all rounder. Like, I'm sorry to say, I don't think that's an all rounder. Whereas Harshad Rana, we all know what he is. He's just a bowler. He's what
yeah.
he got around 16 wickets last year's IPL, and we know he's a pure bowler. So I can't sit and say that Shivam Dube is a bowler. He's a pure all. I mean, he's a batting all rounder, because if you're a batting all rounder, bro, Abhishek Sharma is bowling more than you. I don't think that coins a term as a batting all
No, but
rounder.
the
It just
thing is, he
doesn't make
has
sense.
bowled for India. Like that I can't take away, right? Like he's still bowled in 2024. He's bowled in 2025
Yeah,
for
but
India. Like
you
that
don't
we
you
can't.
you don't call, my point is, you don't call Abhishek Sharma an all rounder. You call him a batsman.
No, I call him a
He's
batting all rounder. He's
he's
a
a
batting all
utility
rounder.
bowler, Rahul. Travis Head can ball. It doesn't mean he's
Yeah,
an all
no,
rounder.
no,
He's just
bro,
a
no.
utility bowler.
Shivam Dube is a batting all rounder. Come on, we are not. There's no way I'm
Bro,
arguing
I
with
gave you a
this.
stat where he's only
Okay,
bowled
one
one
second,
over
one
in
second,
two
one
I
seasons.
second.
How
can
is
I
that
we
a
can argue,
bowling
but
all
for
Even
Indian
batting
if
all
boys,
rounder?
he's a
for
batsman
Indian
who can,
boys,
so
Come on,
like
man.
okay, let's just come to terms that he's a batsman who can bowl.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's
Okay,
exactly
a
what I'm.
batsman
Yeah,
who can
No,
bowl.
but
yeah.
Like, see, same with Abhishek Sharma, same with Travis Head. They're all batsmen who can
No,
bowl
I think
occasionally.
exactly,
Travis
but they're
Head
not
is
all
a
rounders. That is not coined,
Travis Head
bro.
is not a batting all rounder. I for me,
Okay,
but
okay. He does ball. For example, even Joe Root balls. For example, even Markram balls, but they're not coined as all rounders. Now, are you saying you can call Joe Root an all rounder because he balls a couple of overs in T20? And again, actually,
no, Joe
Shivam Dube has
doesn't
only
bowl
balled
in
three
T20
overs in
cricket.
three
That's the
seasons
thing.
for CSK. Like, you don't
The
call that
only
as an all rounder.
bro, brother, he has bowled 50 overs in T20 cricket in his international career. That is in some 30 games. Okay, I know for a fact that Joe Root wouldn't have bowled more than 3 overs in his entire T20 career.
Bro, but
100%.
the point is, he still balls in test matches. Rahul, he balls in 50 over matches. Travis Head balls in 50 over matches. Are we calling
No,
them
in
all
Test
rounders?
cricket,
That's my
you
point.
don't have options. You
My
have to
point
go
is,
to
do you call
batters.
him as no? But my
No,
point is, do
because
you
in
call him
Test
as all
cricket, you
rounder?
have to pack your team with the best batters. It's a different format. In T20 cricket,
Bro,
we have
Rahul,
way
but
more all
no.
rounders.
That's not the question. The question is, do you call Travis Head as an all batting all rounder? Have
No,
you ever
because that's what I'm saying.
exactly
Because
why?
no, the reason is because that the first fact is that he bowls in Test cricket in a format where you have to go to those kind of players because they don't have. many all rounders. You
But,
don't. You need
but
pure
the point
batters.
is they ball. They can still ball. Why don't they go for Steve
Bro,
Smith? Bro?
Are
Like
you guys
why
telling me
doesn't
Shivam Dube was never an all-rounder? Like, are
No,
you
Rahul, but
seriously comparing
I look
Shivam
at the
Dube to
clear
those who
stats.
can
Like you
catch?
look at his IPL stats, he's balled 3 overs in 3 seasons. You look at
But it's
batting, he
only for
comes
the
at
game
number
of
three
one
for
day.
CSK. Now, can I call him as a bowler? I can't call him as a bowler. He
No,
can.
but
He's a guy who can ball. Doesn't mean he's a bowler. There's two different things.
yeah, so
And
that's
right
why
now
I'm
he
saying he's a
doesn't.
batting all-rounder. Nobody's saying he's a pure all-rounder. I'm saying he's a batting all-rounder, a guy who can bowl, and he has bowled. He's bowled decent amount for India. It's not like he's just coming, he's just going. Like it's
Okay,
not like he
okay, okay.
doesn't.
Like, guys,
Yeah.
so to like to give a little bit more context, do you guys think had he bowled, come in and bowled on that day, or say his average bowling had he carried out on that day, is he helping India in any way? I don't think
Bro,
he
I
is.
agree. I am literally saying I don't think Shivam Dube would have. Maybe might not have bowled at all. Maybe he would have bowled
Exactly.
1 over, 2 overs, and he might have got pumped. Like no doubt about it.
So
But
is that not excessive advantage then? Because Harshit Rana came in and picked three
yeah,
crucial
yeah,
wickets.
but I cannot foresee Harshit Rana picking up 3 wickets. Even he could have got pumped. It was his T20 debut. Had never played for India. He never played
No, come,
T20 games for
no, but
India.
I mean, see, if
Rahul,
you're
the
saying
whole point is you're getting an extra bowler who's going to give you 4 overs versus
No,
a
I am
part-time
not,
bowler
bro.
who
Okay,
can't
okay.
even bowl 4 overs. That's the
I
difference. So
am
that is an
saying
excessive
I am
advantage.
agreeing
You're getting in a
when
whole bowler. That is excessive
Bro, I am
advantage.
literally agreeing with the fact that it's not a like for like replacement, but the
That
way
is
the
what
law
excessive
is
advantage
worded,
means, Rahul. If
the
it's not like for like replacement,
yeah,
you're
but
getting a pure.
it is
Rahul, wait, you're
my
getting a
thing is
pure
India
bowler.
have not done anything wrong here because in the choices that they had on the bench, who will you put forth, bro? Like for
You
like.
put a substitute fielder, Rahul. Like that's my whole point.
No, but then why will you want to
no,
lose
no,
a
no, no.
player?
So let's assume for the integrity's sake that Shivam Dubey did feel something, and which is why he had to be taken out. Like okay, like it's not like he could have continued. Like let's not go into that debate. Like assuming that he had to be taken out after the innings, who are the other options to get in? Like
So it
who
was
else can
Dhruv
you?
Jurel,
Okay,
Washington Sundar, Mohammad Shami, and Ramandeep Singh. Now Ramandeep Singh will probably come the closest you can
the
say.
closest, yeah.
Okay.
Traditionally,
And
Ramandeep Singh or even
now
Washington Sundar.
Washington Sundar is I don't know what like for like they see that's the thing with like for like, right? Are you saying oh seam bowling all rounder only, or are you saying only seam
No,
like
he's more of
Sundar
an
is not like for
all-rounder
like?
than Harshit Rana. Harshit Rana couldn't pick a ball with a bat. He
No,
can't do
fair
anything with
enough.
the
Like
bat.
yeah, I'm again that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a like for like change, but I'm saying that the way the law is worded, and if they're saying they're allowing Harshit Rana to come in and bowl, that means they see it as a like for like replacement,
Yeah, that's
But
true.
which
That's
who's
true.
the
makes some sense.
Rahul, but who was the umpire? Like that's my
No,
question.
match referee is Javgar Srinath for this game. No, like
Wonder why he was very happy with letting a bowler come in as an all rounder and replace an all rounder. Like I don't understand it. It's obvious. Like you can't just say it's the match referee was happy. You don't know if it was another match
No,
referee. I don't
I
think he would have
agree. I
allowed.
don't think I see even like me objectively. I don't think it's right. Like I don't think it's okay. Like I don't think what happened was right. I don't think it should have been allowed. It is not a like for like replacement, but the way that the law is worded, I just feel like there's so much subjectivity in it. You'll push it somehow. Something I don't know what India
Do you
might have.
guys not think that like
But
see
the
now if
whole
say
point,
if the India team goes with this one of okay they go to the match referee like say like take out Jagat Srinath, let it be XYZ. Like they go with the case that okay Shivam Dubey is injured, we need to go like he's concussed, we need to go with another option. Our option is Harshit Rana. How will a match referee like I think these laws are written in such a way that the match referee doesn't really have a case to fight against. I don't think he can be like, listen, no, Shivam Dube can't bowl as fast as Harshit Rana, or Shivam Dube is a batting all-rounder. He has bowled only 50 overs. Harshit Rana, although he hasn't bowled before, he's a proper, I mean, in T20s, he's a proper bowler. So because of this, I don't think it's clear enough that you can't, you like this substitution is not allowed. Like, I think that would be a very nitpicky argument that the referee will be like. I think it's a very hard position for a referee to be put in. Like,
it is not. I think it's very common sense. You know that he's not a batsman. For example, the whole problem is you let Dubey bat and then you take him out, and that's why I'm saying you need to get in a substitute fielder instead of getting a concussion sub. It's just the fact that you let him play out his innings and then you use the concussion sub, and I don't think that is the part where it's the biggest issue. Like
No,
as
fair
an
enough.
umpire, you can say, I'm sorry, but you let him play his entire innings. Now, at the end of the day, you let him play. You continued your player. you can get in a substitute fielder. Like, you have the form of a getting substitute fielder. You have your 5-6 bowlers which you're going to use. You can use them. It's not that, you know if it was like he got concussed in the game, and then you got in Harshit Rana into him batting, and then coming to ball, then I would have been fine, because you gave him the disadvantage of him batting a couple of overs or whatever, and then he had to ball. That is fine, because you're actually saying that, okay, even if you get the advantage in bowling, you got the disadvantage in batting because he had to come in and bat for him. That's not what happened. You let him finish his full innings, and in the break, you're like, yeah, now we need a concussion
Yeah.
sub, and then
But
you
then
take.
again, wouldn't it be in a gray area? Now, say this concussion, this ball that hit him had been in the last over. Say there were two balls left. Now, had they brought in Harshit Rana to face the two balls, or say one ball left, now would that not bring up debate again? Would that not bring up controversy again,
Bro,
saying that
for
okay,
me,
they
like,
jeopardized that one ball just to bring in a pacer?
bro, for me, if that happened, like when it happened towards the end of the innings, I think objectively, I'm speaking, not like how the law is worded, regardless of everything else. Objectively, the most rational thing to do would be to replace with Ramandeep Singh. He's the most like for like replacement. That is a like for like replacement, literally, if you look at it. Not Harshit Rana, he's not a like for like replacement. But my problem, I think, beyond everything, except for the fact that match referee got it wrong, I think match referee got it wrong. I think also that the laws have to be a little clearer on this. It's way
Yeah,
too much gray
exactly.
area to work with. And bro, excessive advantage, who knows, bro? What I can't say that anything is excessive advantage for sure. Like there's no certainty at all.
Rahul, you can, because you're getting a. Are you saying, for example, tomorrow an all-rounder gets injured who doesn't ball enough, and you're getting a pure bowler who balls 4 overs? So, if, for example, in the same case, if Dubey didn't got injured and you got in Shami, do you not think that's excessive advantage? It's the same thing. There's no difference between Rana and Shami. They're both the
No,
same
that
players.
is no, it's still for me, that's what I'm saying. The
Is
thing
that
is,
not an excessive advantage? You're getting a bowler in
see,
to ball 4 overs now.
I'll tell you why I think that's not excessive advantage. Simply
So wait,
because
are you
I
saying if
think it's an
Shami, wait, wait,
advantage.
wait,
It's
wait,
a
wait,
given
wait, wait,
advantage. Advantage
one
is there.
second.
It is a hundred
No, no,
percent
no.
advantage. There's no
Wait.
doubt about that. Huh.
Exactly. So the point is, are
Hmm.
you saying if Dubey is replaced by Shami, it's not an excessive advantage for India?
So
You
my
have
thing is the
an
word
extra pure
excessive.
bowler.
The excessive
And
word use of the word excessive is the highest degree, right? Like that is the max it can get. For
Rahul,
me, if I am replacing a pure bat, if Rinku Singh was replaced by Harshit Rana or like Muhammad Shami, whatever, that would be excessive advantage for me. For
Rahul,
me,
but
this is very
you got 50 runs from Dubey, and then you're getting Shami in instead of him. That is literally what excessive advantage
no,
means.
but
I'm sorry.
the thing is, the argument would be that Dubey is a guy who would deliver 2 overs, so
Okay,
and
so
hence it would not
so
whatever.
so are you saying Shami and Rana would have scored a half century in that game?
I'm not saying that, but I'm literally I
Exactly. So you
agree. I
don't see
agree.
the
I don't
excessive
think it's a
advantage there.
I am conceding that it's not a like for like replacement, but I just think that the law has to be worded better so that it doesn't happen again. It needs to be worded in a way that at the end of the day, you name almost before the game, if this player gets injured, he will only be replaced by this. List has to be approved, and that's the only way to go forward. Or something like I don't know. Like I'm just throwing an idea out there that they need to make it a little more airtight to not like have these gray areas. Like or one if the match referee like or you I don't know like what you can do to match referees.
But
I
is
have
this
no
the
idea.
first concussion sub that's happened in the history of cricket?
It's not, but like that.
Exactly. I don't
Yeah,
think
I
any
mean,
other referee would have seen, Harshit Rana
no, I
coming in,
agree.
and they
I
would have
think
been
it's.
like,
I
okay,
agree.
fine.
I think it's
And
not
I think
okay. Yeah.
even if it was Shami coming and replacing him, I don't think they would have allowed him. Like, so I don't think any umpire in the world would say, yeah, that makes sense, just
No, no,
get in
I agree.
Shami
I
and
don't.
put Dubey.
I don't think it's the right call, and I think we're all in consensus the right call. It's going to be interesting to see like how like these issues are tackled because it has been allowed now. I don't know. I want to see like. I'm waiting. I think keenly. I want to see if any ICC official has anything to say about this because they're the people who worded the laws, and it'll be interesting to see whether it is falling within the laws or whether they
Just
see how they see it. And I think it's going to be very very interesting to see what
It's just
happens.
too trippy that all of these laws that they have gray areas is being exploited correctly against England, like that Johnny
Yeah.
Bairstow stumping, that this and all of it is happening to them. I don't
Bro,
think it
Johnny
should.
Best is something I can't help it, but I think best though that's a little careless. But anyways, that's where we are. This is what the law was. That's the ICC's rule on concussion subs. Please let us know in the comments what you guys think, whether you think it was fair, whether you think it was unfair. And yeah, it's a very interesting and hot topic at the moment. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like and share the video. Subscribe to Sports Khabri. See you soon. Bye bye.